Morning, guys. I'm admittedly facing one of my biggest fears right now, and that is actually being on camera. I'm extremely uncomfortable with it. I always have been. And I was sat down to do a podcast episode. I figured I'd just bang one out real quick. It's been a while. And I looked over and saw that my earbuds were all chewed up, probably from one of my dogs. And I'm like, okay, universe, I hear you. It's time to face my fear and do a quick video. Anyway, I really enjoy watching other people's videos, and it just feels more personal that way. So clearly we have this coronavirus hysteria happening right now, and I just felt like it was important to share some of the tips that things that I learned while I was healing my trauma, because, you know, one thing that I learned is that it's really important to avoid stress. You know, we're trying to build an immunity. We're trying to fight these things off and try to prevent them from happening, and it's really important that we don't become really good hosts for these viruses, and a really good way to do that is to avoid stress, which is funny because everybody's freaking out. You know, you watch the news and they're totally, you know, they make you scared, and then you go to the grocery store and everything's gone. Toilet paper clearly is gone, and it's freaky, you know, and even I was affected by it. And it just got me thinking about some of the things that I did while I was healing my, you know, intense trauma with that whole situation, and how much that helped me, and how now I can sort of ground myself more easily and not get caught up in all that. So I just wanted to share those few tips with you. You may well already know them and be practicing them. That's awesome. But I figured for those who maybe aren't, here we go. So simple actions to boost immunity and to ease stress and anxiety. Really simple things that we don't think about, such as meditation. It doesn't have to mean like completely clearing your mind and not having any negative thoughts. And like, you don't have to get to that point. Meditation is just, it can be whatever it is for you. Just find a quiet space, close your eyes, let the thoughts come in and out, and just try to tune in. You know, 10 minutes, just do 10 minutes of that. And it really is very healing. It can take a lot of practice. You got the swirling thoughts and everything. But if you do it every day for 10 minutes for a week or two, suddenly it just, you'll get the messages you need to hear, and it will calm you down quite a bit. So that's a good one. Also, just setting an intention first thing in the morning. When you wake up first thing in the morning, as soon as you open your eyes, think about what you want for your day ahead. What is it that you want to create in your world? Do you want peace? Do you want calm? What do you intend to create? Good health? So you can just lie there and feel into it exactly what it is that you want to create that day. It can just be, you know, I am healthy and happy. And you could even look up Yoga Nidra. That's Nidra on YouTube. There's lots of Yoga Nidra videos that do the intentions, and that's really helpful as well. So meditation, setting an intention, and then like repeating it throughout the day, because, you know, your thoughts create your actions and your reality. Something really simple we can do right now, you know, we're tempted to binge and to chug all the booze. I know I am. It's kind of my thing, you know, the temptation anyway. But now's the time to try to sort of remove the sugar and the processed foods as much as possible. So it gives you a sense of control. You know, we can't control everything that happens, but we can certainly control how we react to it. And with this virus going around, just cut out sugar and the junk food as much as you can. And also, if you don't want to take tons of supplements, that's fine. But two that you really should consider taking are vitamin C and vitamin D3 would be awesome if you can do that. Obviously, fresh air and exercise, if at all possible. Just get out in the fresh air whenever you can. It really is incredibly healing. Get out into nature, get your body moving, and get those toxins moving around and flowing out of you. Drink lots of water, stay hydrated. Obvious things like that. Let's see, I said avoid unneeded stress. Yeah, so practicing positive self-talk and visualizations, that was such a huge part of my healing process. I used to think it was so silly. I can see my husband texting me here. I used to think it was so silly, the idea of talking lovingly to your body. But that ended up being a big part of my healing process. I know I posted about my hair recently. I literally never wear it down because I still feel like I'm this bald person with really, you know, or with really thinning hair. And I didn't see that I have hair and I can wear it down, you know. And it's such a great sign for my physical healing, the fact that my hair can grow, you know. So I know I'm doing well here. But a big part of that was talking. I used to talk to my hair when I would wash it in the shower. You know, same thing with avoiding a virus or trying to prevent illness and trying to boost your immunity. Your body is listening. You have hundreds of billions, is that right? Billions of cells listening to your thoughts. They're listening to you, and they are responding in accordance. Honestly, back when I thought I was so sick, guess what? I got really sick and I stayed really sick until I realized that this is for real, and you can talk to your body and you can tell your body you are safe, you are healthy. I'm sorry for what you're going through, but I'm doing everything I can to help you to function properly. I appreciate you, body. I love you, body. And I would, massage my hair in the shower and sing to my follicles. I'd be like, grow hair, grow hair, grow. I mean, I really did that, and I massaged it, and here I am, a couple of years later, and I have a full head of hair again, and that, that hasn't happened in many years. So we can talk to ourselves to help boost our immunity as well, and just, if you're taking a walk, a 20-minute walk, just talk to yourself, talk to your body, and say, thank you for supporting me. It's very calming. It relieves stress, and your body's listening, and your body wants you to heal and to stay healthy. So I think that's the most important thing, actually, is to avoid stress, which is hard to do when we're being alarmed, about what could happen. Obviously, we all know that, those of us who are younger and those of us who are in good health, we're not as worried about it as the elderly and those with suppressed immune systems. But obviously, it's important that we remember why it is that we need to practice social distancing right now. We need to do that for them. It's just the right thing to do. So, we can go a little stir crazy being cooped up, but this is temporary. It's all temporary, and it's all about our attitude and how we handle it. Let's see, I wrote down here, be the light. But really, it's hard I woke up really grumpy this morning, and I just saw my husband his text popped up. He was like, what triggered you? Think about what triggered you. And I didn't read the whole thing, but I understand what he's saying. And I don't know what triggered me. I had a crappy sleep last night, and I'm grumpy. My face is puffy, and I just feel like icky today. But thankfully I'm able to constantly bring myself back to gratitude, because there's a lot to be thankful for. And it's just amazing what gratitude can do for us. Let's see. So I'm saying here, be aware of the news. Of course, it's important to watch the news and to heed the advice there, but it's also important to understand that there's lots of mass hysteria out there, and we can stay grounded if we want to stay grounded. So, be aware of what you're supposed to be doing, and then chillax. Let's see. We should lean into love instead of fear. Just throw your hands up and ask the divine really to take your fears, because faith is so important. It really is. Whoever your higher power is, believing in something bigger than us is so important. It was a big part of my own healing, and I feel truly divinely surrounded at all times. Right now, for example, when I'm making this video, it's mortifying for me. It's absolutely terrifying to make this video, but I feel calm. I feel calm and peaceful right now, and there's really nothing to be afraid of. So, even if I look like a total ass, it's okay. I'm being my authentic self, and we should all be our authentic selves at all times. And fuck who doesn't like that, So I guess the main thing I want to say, aside from, here we go, meditation, intention, removing the sugar and the junk, adding in vitamin C and vitamin D, get lots of exercise and fresh air. We can't control what happens, but we can control how we react. Very important just to avoid stress as much as you can. Lean into that meditation. And I think the most important thing is always to be kind, always, no matter what, and understand that, people are going through things that we know nothing about. And what you put out there, you get back, which is so true. So put out your love and your positive vibes and positive energy. And just know that you're going to be okay, and that there's a plan for all of us. And it's kind of out of our hands. So just try to enjoy today and be there for your neighbor and love yourselves and love one another. Thanks for enduring this first video of mine in a while. There will be more to come. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I love you all.